Hello and welcome to E5 Kids Church Online. I hope you've all had a restful and enjoyable half term, especially enjoying Pancake Day. I love pancakes and my favourite filling has to be Nutella with plenty of squirty cream on top. Now, last week Susie taught us about the wall that Laban and Jacob made to separate each other. Let's have a look at the crafts you guys have sent in.
Anastasia, your craft is fantastic, and especially all those big blocks you've drawn. Joel, your craft is lovely and it looks like you've had lots of fun completing it with your sister. Stephen, your craft is wonderful. I especially like all the colours you have used. Jeffro, it looks like you've had lots of fun playing with your paint on this week's craft.
Now this week's challenge I'd like for you guys to do at home is so when you're out for a walk or playing in the garden, I'd like for you to take a picture of anything you love or enjoy about nature. And if you want to create a drawing about that, then that's even better. This could be new flowers growing, birds singing, or even a waterfall or a stream. Send them in and there'll be prizes up for grabs. I can't wait to see them. Now it is time for us to worship. So let's jump up, have a stretch, and get ready to boogie.
Through you, I can do anything. I can do all things, 'cause it's you who gives me strength. Nothing is impossible. Through you, blind eyes are open, strongholds are broken. I am living by faith. Nothing is impossible. my eyes can't see, I still believe everything spoken to me. There's no word that could come back, boy. I will trust the report of the Lord. God is not a man that he should lie. Every need he will supply. So I will wait, I will not be moved. I believe, I will trust in you. While I'm waiting, I'm getting stronger. My faith is rising, and I will run on. While I'm waiting, I'm lifting up on wings as eagles. I believe, I will trust in you. Everybody say, oh, you got it. Say, oh, I believe, I will trust in you. I believe, I will trust. Come on, Jack. I will run and I will not be weary. I will walk and I will not faint. Hey, hey. I will rise up on wings as eagles. I believe, I will trust it. I will run and I will not be weary. I will walk and I will not faint. So I will rise up on wings as eagles. I believe. One more time, come on, shout out. Say, I will run. While I'm waiting, yeah, my faith is rising. I will run on while I'm waiting. Say, while I'm waiting, I'm getting my faith is rising. I will run on while I'm waiting. Hey.
Now this week's teaching, we are learning about when Jacob returned home to his town to see his brother Esau. Now Jacob had amazing visions from God that angels were descending down to protect him. Now if you remember, when Jacob left his town, he didn't leave on good terms with his brother Esau. so Jacob was worried that Esau would still be angry and want to hurt him. Jacob prayed to God one night before he saw Esau, and he knew his family should be on the other side of the river. Now during the night he moved his family to the other side of the river for safety, and then Jacob went back. During the night, Jacob felt himself fighting with a mysterious stranger. The stranger then stopped fighting and spoke to Jacob with a loud, clear voice, saying, "You will no longer be called Jacob, your name is now Israel." Let's watch this story to see what happens when Esau finally arrives.
As Jacob and his family continued their journey to Canaan, Jacob had a beautiful vision.
This is amazing. God's angels are here to protect me.
As Jacob got closer to his old home, he became concerned that Esau would still want him dead.
I want you to ride ahead and find Esau. Let him know that my family and I are coming home, and that I hope he has forgiven me.
Jacob anxiously watched as his servants rode off to search for Esau. While he sat by himself, he thought back to the time that he tricked his brother and stole his birthright, and to the many times he had lied to his father.
Please, forgive me, God.
Finally, the riders returned with news. They told Jacob that Esau was coming to meet him with 400 men. Jacob is frightened, but he has a plan. He divides his caravan into 2 groups.
At least if Esau attacks one of our groups, then the others can escape.
Once more, Jacob sends his servants to find Esau, but this time bearing sheep, camels, and other valuable livestock as gifts for his brother. Late that night, Jacob had trouble sleeping. He prayed to God. He confessed his sins, acknowledged his fears, and asked God for guidance. As he prayed, a strategy presented itself.
My family should be on the other side of the river.
And so, in the middle of the night, Jacob moved his large family across the river.
Rachel, you will be more protected on this side of the river. I need to go back.
I wish you didn't have to leave us.
Later that night, as Jacob sat alone, he suddenly felt himself fighting with a mysterious stranger. The power of the stranger's presence was fierce, but Jacob continued to fight until the stranger finally stopped. Then, the stranger blessed him.
Your name will no longer be Jacob. Instead, you will be called Israel, which means God rested. God be with you.
When morning came, Jacob had no fear in meeting Esau, for he had been blessed by God. Esau approached him with outstretched arms.
My brother, it is wonderful to see you. It's been too long.
You are not mad at me.
You are my brother. I cannot stay mad.
God has brought us back together. Come, I want you to meet my family. Esau, I'd like you to meet my wife Rachel and our boy Joseph.
It's nice to meet you, Esau.
This is Leah, and these are our sons.
It's so nice to meet my brother's family. God has blessed you all.
Now, as we know, Jacob is now called Israel. And when he arrived to meet Esau, Esau was over the moon to see his brother and to meet his family. How amazing must it have felt knowing that God spoke to Jacob through someone to tell him that his name would be changed. What I took from the story is that no matter how our journey, how long it may be with God, the obstacles we may face, or the deepest worries we may have, God has them all in control and will always protect you. Look how nervous and worried Jacob was about going home and seeing his brother Esau, remembering that last time that he wanted to hurt him. But to everyone's delight, Esau was so happy to see Jacob. Now we're going to listen to Tobin, who's reading our Bible verse this week from Genesis 32, verse 28.
Hi guys, you will be no longer called Jacob, but you will be called Israel now, because you thought of God and man and won.
Now I'd like for you to pause this video and grab a pen and paper ready to answer some questions. Question number 1. What did Jacob see in his vision? Question number 2. What did he have to cross during the night to keep Jacob's family safe? Number 3. What was Jacob's name changed to? Number 4. What does the name Israel mean? And the last question. Was Esau happy to see his brother? Now it is time for craft, the best time of the programme. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's a good one this week.
Good morning everyone. Welcome to the craft session today. We're going to be making this piece of paper which has Jacob and Israel's names on to remind us of how he changed his name. So you're going to need a plain piece of white paper, lots of different colouring pencils here, got lots of different colours, a black pen, some scissors and a pencil. Brilliant. Not much today, but hope you can find them. I'll see you back shortly. Welcome back. So I'm going to start with my piece of white paper and I'm going to fold it in half long ways like this. And now I'm going to open it up and we're going to start by writing Israel on the bottom half. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by writing the A, because we need to make sure it's in the middle so that when we close it we'll also be able to use that A to write Jacob as well. So in the middle, I'm going to do a nice clear A, You can do bubble writing or any fancy writing if you're good at that. Right, there's an A in the middle. You see it like that. And now we need to write Israel using that A. So do an I. And an S. And an R. And then now we've already got our A, so we need to do the E and the L. And I'm just going to do a little drawing of a man to represent him. And I. And there we have Israel. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fold it back, and hopefully you'll be able to see the A through your paper. So I'm going to get my pencil and just draw a box around that A. So there we go. Just drawn a box, if you can see it. I'm going to get my scissors and cut it out. Cut it out, there we go. Our rectangular box. And then hopefully you'll be able to see your A come out on the top like that. Right, now we need to write Jacob using that same A. So we need to put a J, and then a C, O, and a B. And again, I'm going to draw a little man on the side. And there's Jacob. Right, now the fun bit. We could do some colouring. So let's give Jacob some hair. Probably had a beard, I'm sure he did. Colour in his tunic. I'm just going to do quick colouring, but I'm sure you can do wonderful colouring with my Jacob. Let's colour in each letter now. Or you could do funky designs, you could do polka dots, squiggly lines, or jazzy zigzags. Can make it look really wonderful. Actually, let's do some spots on the C, shall we? Make it look a bit crazy. Polka dot C. There we are. And continue. Let's have a blue. And blue. Let's do some wiggly lines on the B. There we are. There is Jacob. Now we're going to colour Israel as well. Let's start by doing his hair and his beard. Still wear his green tunic. Right. Let's do the letters. Do some stripes. Zebra stripes for the eye. And a pink one. Yellow. Have some yellow curly whirlies. Red. finally, let's do some zigzags on this L. There we are. There's Israel. Now the final thing we need to do is write our Bible verse on, which was Genesis 32 verse 28. Write that at the bottom. And there we go, we're finished. That's Jacob changing his name to Israel. Right, so next week we are going to need a lolly stick, if you can, or any flat stick you can find around. And you will also need a piece of square coloured paper. Right, I'll leave you to that and have a wonderful week. If you're on half term of school, have a wonderful time. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye.
Into your light, my heart surrenders to your design. You gave me purpose, so I give my life. I'm giving you all of me.